So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Ryan on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
At their own 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, Davidson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Davidson. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And some space here. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Gurley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for. They're running with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Washington.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check 99. He's coming. Double up.
Looking to throw. Davidson. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted.
2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. throwing now. Ryan on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run. It's Gurley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Washington.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Davidson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's good.
A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, Davidson, flushed out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Davidson eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A 10-yard touchdown run. And Washington has retaken the lead.
For the extra point.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, Ryan. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Washington going to send out their punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
2-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. there's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Here's 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Watch the ride. Watch the ride.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Ridley, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56.
Final play of the half, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
14. First down, Atlanta.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, G. Mike 54. Mike 54. It's coming. Viking 18. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Trap 60, trap 60.
Off play action. Davidson slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Intercepted.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On first down, it's Gurley. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, Ryan. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Play action, Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Gurley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 22.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
14. Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 49-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Looking to throw. Davidson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. It's Gibson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brought down.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on second down, Davidson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Terry McLaurin.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Right there.
Back to throw. Davidson. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Number 20.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.